Are you looking for some quick and easy ways to de-stress that might involve a little bit of creativity? If so, then stay tuned because I'm actually going to be giving 3 creative exercises in this video today that will help you wind down, de-stress, and maybe open up your creativity a little bit. And if you don't know, my name is Lindsay. I post videos like this pretty often. And if you're looking for a quick and easy way to not only relieve some stress, but get your creative juices flowing, get my creative expression kit. It's in the link in the description. It's 5 coloring pages and 5 journaling prompts. And I just really think that coloring and journaling is such a great way to relieve some stress. I know how much it helps me. That's why I created this little kit. And yeah, let's get on to the video. So our first creative exercise is going to be intuitive drawing or doodling. And what this is you literally take a piece of paper and a pen, time yourself for like 30 seconds, and you can close your eyes or you can leave them open, whatever you want to do, and you're just going to do little swirlies, and we're going to do visual representations too. I'm just going to give you a verbal example first. But yeah, take your pen and we're gonna make little swoops and swirls and whatever you feel like doing on the piece of paper until your time is up. So this first exercise that we are going to do together, we are going to time ourselves for 30 seconds. You can either close your eyes or you can do it while you're looking. The whole point is to just scribble and draw until the timer runs out, and then we're done. So I'm going to start my timer right now, and let's go. So I'm actually looking at what I'm doing right now. You can do this with your eyes closed. You can keep going, whatever works for you, and we're done. So one fun thing that you can actually do with this, if you wanted to, you can take all of these little connected patches and you can actually color them in. So whether it be with a colored pencil, with some markers, with some watercolors, with whatever medium you want to use, you can either leave this exercise just as it is, or you could color it in for a little extra stress relief and fun time if that is something that you're wanting to do. So yeah. The second activity that we're going to be doing is just a simple coloring page. So pretty self-explanatory. Grab a coloring book, print out a coloring page. If you get my creative expression kit, then you can print out my coloring pages and just color those. And yeah. So one of our other exercises is going to be to color. And normally I would have a coloring sheet here with me, but I'm just going to do a quick, let's just do a quick, don't laugh at my drawing. Do not laugh at my drawing, okay? This is a quick sketch. But we're gonna do like, okay, let's go ahead and add some petals. Obviously, y'all know how nature works. Hey, sometimes the wind be whipping or ripping off your petals, so they don't ever look the same. I don't know how many flowers in nature be looking like this right now, but that's okay. The whole purpose is that we are coloring. And so, shoot, even if you wanted to do what I just did, okay? And then come draw your little flower, and then let's color it in. And if you want to, you can maybe take a darker color and outline it, okay? You don't have to, but you can. And then I would also recommend timing yourself, You could play around with different colors. You don't have to do just one. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just a simple, like, let's go into this petal. And then maybe let's fill it in with a little bit of this there.
y'all get the gist. The whole point is to not overthink. Please do not overthink this process. The whole process is to just get some tension out. And you can even see how, like, these little scribbles that I'm doing, how this can feel so good. When I've just had a very chaotic day at work, a lot of us are working and doing the daily thing, and even if you love your job, sometimes it can be seriously just, maybe you have a lot of stress going on. Maybe it's not even your job that's stressing you out. Maybe I'm just speaking about myself right now. But maybe it's, your family, maybe it's your finances, whatever it is. If you can sit down for 10 minutes and do a simple exercise like this, I promise you, it's not going to cure everything that's stressing you out, but it will help you tremendously. This little activity is such a good way to relieve stress, guys. And like I said, maybe you get done with this. Maybe you get done with any of these activities and you're like, I hate that. Crumple it up, throw it away. You don't have to keep it forever. You don't have to frame it. You know what I mean? Crumple it up, throw it away, burn it in a pan if you have a safe way of burning it. I feel like I need to say that. Please don't catch your house on fire. But yeah, the whole goal is to relieve some stress, guys, because I know that life can be just so stressful. And that is my whole point of making this video, is so you can find some quick and easy ways through creativity to de-stress. And yeah.
And our third exercise is going to be a 10-minute dump writing session. So essentially, all you're going to need is, for most of these activities, actually, you're just going to need a piece of paper and a pen, maybe some colored pencils. For this dump writing one, piece of paper and a pen. And set your timer for 5 to 10 minutes and write out everything that comes into your brain. Don't overthink it, just write as the words flow. And then once your time is up, your time is up.
So, another one of our exercises that I wanted to do is a 10-minute dump writing session. And obviously, we are not going to do 10 minutes of dump writing in this video, but I just want to give you a general idea of what to do. So, grab a piece of paper. I'm obviously using my sketch pad, but just start writing. Just start writing anything and everything that is coming out in your head. Get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper. So I'm going to do a little example. So I've been feeling a little stressed out lately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write, I am feeling so stressed. Okay. And then maybe I can write about why. Life can feel chaotic sometimes. Sometimes. So many things to do, so many places to be. I feel like I'm not capable. Although I know that I am. You get the idea, okay? Little break into my brain, maybe for for you guys, but I know we all feel like this. All of us have these feelings. All of us have these thoughts. The point is to get it out and onto a piece of paper, and then if you want to, you can just take this piece of paper and I was trying to be dramatic and throw it off the table, but you get the gist. Rip it up, burn it if you have a safe way of doing that. Please don't start any house fires trying to burn your papers. But yeah, that's the whole goal.
And we're going to have a little bonus exercise. This is actually one I found from a fellow artist that I follow. And what we're going to do is take a piece of paper and we are going to take our pen or our pencil and we're going to write down everything that's stressing us out. You can write out sentences or even just simple words. Anything that is stressing you out comes to your head, write it down on your piece of paper, and then we're going to take our colored pencils or markers if you have them, and we're going to scribble over top of the words in different colors until the page is covered with colors. So maybe color pencils might be a little bit better. You might bleed through the paper if you're using markers. So, but yes, the whole point of this is to get out all of the crappy feelings and emotions and just cover that whole paper of stresses with random swirls and colors and patterns. And yes.
So, our little bonus exercise is actually something that I just learned about recently, and I love the idea, the concept behind it. So, what you want to do is you want to write out all of the things that are stressing you out in your life. So, let's say it could be bills, could be how am I going to pay rent? Okay. I know that's one that I am not struggling with right now, but I have in the past. Maybe it's your family. you know, maybe it's your dating life. Dating life. Okay, maybe it's your boss. Maybe it's your friends. Maybe it's yourself. You know, it could literally be anything. It could be a sentence, it could be a single word, whatever it is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our colored pencils and we're going to scribble over top of these stress words. Okay, so imagine that I filled up my whole page with just all of the things that are stressing me out in my life currently. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your pencil, your color pencil, and you are just going to make some squigglies. And okay, we're done with that color. So let's go in with a different color. And I don't have any red with me, but maybe you're feeling a little angry. You want to throw some red in there? Okay. Keep going. Keep going until all of this is gone. You know what I mean? So, the whole purpose of this exercise is to keep coloring and doing squigglies, just chaotic squiggles, doodles, whatever you want to call it. Keep doing this until all of those stress words that you just wrote down are eventually covered. Because then what's going to happen? Actually, the artist that I followed when she was doing this at the end of her exercise, she took this piece of paper and she crumbled it up into a little ball and then almost used it, the action of her crumbling it up in a ball as like a way to release some tension, some stress. So she referred to crumbling of the ball as like imagine that your paper is a stress ball. And so you're just, every time you squeeze so tightly, it is you relieving some stress. And then at the very end of her exercise, she ripped it up into little pieces and then got rid of it. So it's just the act, the intention of writing down all of these things that are stressing you out and getting rid of them. I think if you even just write down the words for this exercise and scribble just like this enough to where it covers up all of those stress words, I think that that will be enough for you to relieve some stress. But if you want to go on with, like I said, this artist that I followed, what she did, and crumble up this piece of paper and squeeze it in your fists and then keep unfolding it and squeezing it again and then eventually rip it up. If that does more for you, then please do that. But I think that this will also be just as effective. So yeah.
Hopefully, some of these exercises will help you. I use these all the time for myself when I'm stressed out, or honestly, even when I need to unblock my creativity. If I'm feeling blocked and I can't, the ideas aren't flowing, and I'm just feeling like I'm in a little rut or something, these are activities that I like to use. And yeah, once again, click the link below, get my creative expression kit, and don't forget to hit subscribe because I do post videos like this frequently. And yeah, until my next video, I'll see you soon, and much love, guys.